How are the luxurious oak dining tables that you often see in high-end restaurants, in the kitchens of many families, or displayed in furniture showrooms, actually created from raw oak trees in the forest? How many processing stages must they go through to become such a complete table? And perhaps right now, you are also sitting having dinner with your family and watching this video. So right now, let's explore the entire processing process from raw oak logs until they become a complete dining table. American oak, the king of the furniture industry. White oak and red oak from eastern and Midwest states like Pennsylvania. Ohio, Missouri are the highest quality wood sources. Mature oak trees 80 to 120 years old. Trunk diameter 24 to 48 inches. 80 to 100 feet tall are chosen to be felled. After sustainable harvesting according to FSC certification, logs are sawed into 8 to 16 feet sections, transported by truck to the port or directly to the processing plant. Arriving at the wood processing plant, trucks carry oak logs into the large wood yard area of the factory. Large crane and forklift systems unload each log weighing 2,000 to 5,000 pounds down to the sorting area. Technicians check each log, measuring diameter, length, checking for cracks, rot, wood knots. Logs meeting grade A standards, few knots, straight, no cracks, are moved to the sawmill. Lower quality logs are used for other purposes or made into chips. This sorting process determines the final product value. First stage, sawing logs into boards. Oak logs are put into a large bandsaw mill. The machine automatically positions the log. Then, steel bandsaw blades, 6 to 8 inches wide, over 20 feet long, rotating at a speed of 3,000 to 5,000 feet per minute, cut the log into boards 1 to 2 inches thick. Each cut, the machine automatically pushes the log forward another 1 to 2 inches. From a 30-inch log, we can saw 15 to 20 boards. Sawdust is not wasted. It is collected to make fuel pellets or compost. Fresh wood boards contain 40 to 60% moisture, too moist for processing. The drying stage is extremely important. Wood boards are stacked neatly with small wood stickers between layers for air circulation, then put into large industrial kilns. The drying process is at 120 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 to 8 weeks depending on thickness. Systems automatically control temperature, humidity, air circulation. Moisture drops from 50% down to 6 to 8%, the ideal level for furniture. Drying too fast will crack the wood. Too slow wastes costs. Mechanical processing turns rough boards into precision parts. Dried wood boards are passed through a planer to flatten and smooth the surface. Then, table saws and rip saws cut boards to exact dimensions for each part. Tabletop 72 by 36 inches, 1.5 inches thick. Table legs 3 by 3 inches square. Apron 48 by 3 inches. Modern CNC routers, drill holes, mill grooves create decorative details with 0.01 inch precision. Each part is barcoded to track in the production line. Sanding the step to create a perfect surface. Each wood part undergoes 3 to 4 sanding times with sandpaper of increasing fineness. P80 coarse removes saw marks. P120 medium flattens. P180 to P220 fine creates a smooth surface. Industrial sanding machines have automatic conveyor belts or rotating discs sanding each part. Workers also hand sand corners. complex details that machines cannot reach. After sanding, the wood surface is smooth as silk, ready for coating. Strong dust extraction systems keep the workshop clean. Surface finishing treatment, creating beauty and protection. There are two main methods: painting, stain and protective coating lacquer or polyurethane, or natural oil. With paint, wood is coated with color stain, walnut, cherry, natural oak, by spray gun or brush, soaking into wood 10 to 15 minutes, wiping off excess. After 24 hours drying, coat 2 to 3 layers of glossy polyurethane or lacquer by automatic spray systems in sealed paint rooms, temperature 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, each layer 4 to 6 hours apart. With oil, apply tung oil or Danish oil, hand rub, let soak 48 hours. Result: beautiful glossy surface, durable, water resistant. Final detail machining preparing for assembly. Finished parts are drilled with precise holes to attach screws. Install wood joints, mortise and tenon joints. Automatic drill presses drill holes 0.25 to 0.5 inch diameter, 1 to 2 inches deep at precise locations on table legs and frames. Some high-end details use traditional wood joints. Milling machines create tenons on bar ends. Cut mortises on the other part to fit tightly without glue. Metal accessories like stainless steel screws, corner brackets are also prepared. Assembly, the most thrilling moment. Highly skilled carpenters assemble the dining table from parts. First, install 4 table legs into the apron using wood joints and screws. Use a rubber mallet to tap lightly for a tight fit. Then, attach cross braces creating stability. Finally, place the large tabletop on the frame. Tighten screws from below. Each step is checked with a level ensuring the table is flat, not tilted. Assembly time for 1 table, 30 to 45 minutes. The table starts to take shape. Strict quality check. Each table must pass 7 inspection steps. 1. Exact dimensions measure length, width, height with laser ruler. 2. Surface flatness, use long ruler to check for no warping. 3. Stability, shake hard. Check joints not wobbling. 4. Surface finish, shine light to find scratches, stains, defects. 5. Uniform color, compare with standard sample. 6. Extension function if there is a mechanism. 7. Weight weigh to ensure enough real wood. Only perfect products pass QC. Careful protection before packaging. Table corners and edges are wrapped with white or pink PE foam pieces, taped. The tabletop is covered with a thin cardboard sheet, then wrapped with transparent stretch film, multiple layers protecting from scratches, dust, moisture. Table legs are wrapped individually. Accessories like spare screws, assembly instructions, warranty cards are put into attached zip bags. The whole thing is placed into a carton box with foam padding inside. Box dimensions 78 by 40 by 6 inches, weighing about 150 to 200 pounds. Complete packaging and preparing for transport. Carton box lids are sealed tight by automatic taping machines. Inkjet machines print information directly on the box. Ashley Furniture Company logo, product name, SKU code, barcode, weight, shipping instructions. This side up. Handle with care. Boxes are placed on standard 48 by 40 inches wooden pallets, stacking 24 boxes per pallet depending on size, wrapped with protective stretch film. Forklifts move pallets to finished goods warehouse. Every day, the factory produces 500 to 800 dining tables of all kinds. The journey to the consumer. Large 53-foot trucks carrying 20 to 26 table pallets, about 50 to 80 tables, leave the factory, heading to Ashley Furniture Distribution Centers or retail stores. GPS systems track real-time. Shipping time within the U.S. 1 to 5 days depending on distance. Some tables are exported to Canada, Mexico via road, or Europe, Asia via 40-foot ocean containers. At the furniture store where dreams come true, Ashley Furniture IKEA. Local furniture store, showrooms display oak dining tables in beautiful model dining room spaces with chairs, chandeliers, decorations. Sales staff consult customers on size, style, color. Prices range $800 to $2,500 for 6 to 8 person tables depending on wood quality and finish. Customers can order directly or online, home delivery and installation in 1 to 2 weeks. Finally, the dining table arrives at the customer's home. A professional delivery team of 2 people brings the large carton box into the house, opens the box carefully, checks the product. They assemble the table if the customer requests screwing legs into the tabletop. Check stability. Then, wipe clean. Place the table in the correct dining room position. The family happily gathers around the new table, sets dishes, prepares the first meal. An oak table is not just furniture. It is a place for family gatherings, sharing meals, creating memories. Benefits of real oak furniture. Oak is the most durable hardwood. Janka hardness, 1,300 to 1,360 pounds. Force withstands daily impact. Scratches. Natural beautiful wood grain structure. Warm color. Lifespan 50 to 100 years if maintained properly. Environmentally friendly natural wood can be recycled. Biodegradable. Stores CO2. Compared to plastic tables or cheap plywood, MDF or particle board, but only lasting 5 to 10 years, real oak is a long-term investment for the family. Impressive numbers. The U.S. furniture industry is currently worth over $120 billion per year, of which wood furniture accounts for 40 to 50%. Just Ashley Furniture, the largest brand revenue, over $6 billion per year. This industry creates jobs for over 400,000 Americans, from loggers, carpenters, engineers, designers to sales staff. The U.S. exports over $12 billion of wood furniture per year. Moreover, the U.S. forestry industry replants more trees than it fells 100% sustainable. The future of the wood furniture industry. Technology is changing the industry. 5-axis CNC robots create complex shapes. AI design optimizes wood cutting, reducing waste by 30%. Wood 3D printing technology for prototypes. Strong sustainable trend. FSC certification is increasingly important, using non-toxic water-based paints, recycling old wood, customization. Customers order tables according to own size. Style via online in 2 to 3 weeks. By 2030, the industry is expected to grow 5 to 7% per year, thanks to increasing housing and renovation demand.
This chicken is amazing!
The journey from the 100-year-old oak tree in the American forest to the warm dining table in your home is a feat of nature, craftsmanship, and technology. Each table is not just furniture, it is a work of art, from natural wood, a place where family gathers, a legacy passed down through generations. Plywood, OSB, and industrial wood panels are not only produced from new raw wood materials, but are also created from wood chips and wood scrap that are recycled. In the United States, the country owning the world's leading industry, the industrial wood recycling industry has been developing strongly, playing an important role in utilizing resources and protecting the environment. And right today, we will together explore the recycling and production process of these industrial wood panels. Welcome to the commercial pine forest, the main raw material source for American industrial wood. The Southeast U.S., especially Georgia and Alabama, is a giant pine granary with millions of acres of planted forests. Unlike natural forests, this is a scientifically managed forest with a cycle of 20 to 30 years. Each good acre of planted forest can grow 8 to 15 cubic yards of wood per year. After planting seedlings, people monitor closely, pruning branches, fertilizing, controlling pests to ensure trees grow straight, healthy. After 20 to 30 years of care, it's time to harvest. Modern giant harvesters like monsters move into the forest. In just 60 seconds, a 70-foot pine tree can be sawed down, delimbed, and cut into logs completely automatically. Hydraulic grippers hug the trunk tightly. Chainsaw blades rotating at 3,000 revolutions per minute cut neatly. Computer systems measure length, automatically cutting 8 to 16 feet logs as requested. A harvester can harvest 200 to 300 trees per day. But not all materials are from newly cut forests. An important part comes from recovered wood, old pallet wood, wood from demolition sites, discarded furniture at giant recycling centers. Trucks dump tons of scrap wood. Workers sort, separating good wood, removing rotten wood, and wood treated with toxic chemicals. Giant electromagnets suck up all metal nails. Screws. This is the first step turning waste into resources. Welcome to the modern industrial wood production factory. Logs from forests and recovered wood all arrive here to start the transformation journey. First stage, debarking. Giant debarker machines with metal rollers rotating 600 revolutions per minute, scrubbing hard against the wood trunk. Tree bark peels off completely in just a few seconds, leaving the wood trunk clean white. Tree bark is not wasted. They are collected to make compost or biofuel for factory boilers. Next, grinding into chips or small flakes. Debarked wood is put into giant chipper machines with high-speed rotating blades. Each blade weighs 50 pounds. Cutting wood into chip sized 0.5 to 2 inches in the blink of an eye. With recovered wood, hammer mill crushers with metal hammers strike violently, grinding pallet wood, old boards into crumbs. Capacity, 30 to 50 tons of wood per hour. Wood chips fly down the conveyor belt, screened for uniform size classification. Wet wood chips cannot be used immediately. The drying stage is extremely important. Chips are fed into giant rotary dryer drum-style dryers over 100 feet long, rotating slowly. Hot air 350 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit blows in reverse direction, evaporating water. Humidity drops from 50 to 60% down to 2 to 8% after 15 to 30 minutes. Infrared sensors continuously measure humidity. ensuring chips dry evenly. Too wet, boards will blister. Too dry, waste glue and brittle. Now to the important step, mixing glue. Dry wood chips are put into giant drum mixer style mixers. Urea formaldehyde or phenol formaldehyde glue is sprayed evenly through high pressure nozzles. Ratio 6 to 10% glue by weight of dry chips. Drum rotates 30 to 60 seconds. Glue coats every chip piece evenly. Some factories add moisture-resistant wax and fire retardants. After mixing, chips have a darker color, slight shine, and characteristic glue smell. Preliminary mat forming stage. Glue mixed chips are spread evenly on the conveyor belt, forming a continuous mat layer. Forming station machines with rollers and shaping chutes spread chips evenly horizontally. For OSB, chips are oriented by layer. Bottom and top layers, chips lie longitudinally. Middle layer chips lie transversely to increase strength. Laser sensors scan continuously, ensuring even thickness 0.5 to 1 inch before pressing. Speed 500 to 800 feet per minute. This is the heart of the process, high-pressure hot press machine. The wood chip mat is put into giant hydraulic presses with metal plates hot 300 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Pressure 800 to 1,200 pounds per square inch presses down for 3 to 8 minutes depending on thickness. Temperature and pressure make glue cure, binding strongly every chip piece. Steam and gas escape through vents. Result: board hard as rock. Thick 0.25 to 1.5 inches. Super durable. After pressing finishes, boards are still hot and contain internal stress. They are moved to the cooling and stabilizing area. Boards are stacked with ventilation spacing, cooling naturally for 24 to 48 hours. During this time, glue continues to cure completely. Moisture balances with environment. Boards reach dimensional stability. Temperature drops from 350 degrees Fahrenheit down to room temperature approximately 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Precise shape cutting stage. Large boards are fed into automatic CNC saw machines. Circular saws diameter 24 inches, rotating 4,000 revolutions per minute, cut edges straight. The common standard dimensions of the boards are 4 feet wide and 8 feet long. The thickness of the board is usually around 7/16 of an inch, 15/32 of an inch, or 23/32 of an inch, depending on the intended use. Lasers position accurately to 1/32 inch. Cut edges smooth. No chip peeling. Excess parts are reground as raw material for the next batch. Zero waste. Strict quality control. Each board is checked for 3 main factors. 1. Thickness laser gauge scans entire board, allowable error plus minus 0.03 inches. 2. Bending strength machine tests random samples. Failure load must be under 2,500 pounds per square inch. 3. Surface defects AI camera scans 360 degrees, detects cracks, holes, blisters. Only standard boards are stamped grade, rated sheathing, or structural one. Pass rate 96 to 98%. Product packing and protection. Standard OSB boards are stacked into bundles, usually 33, 50, or 75 sheets, depending on thickness. Automatic wrapping machines wrap bundles with heat shrink nylon, resisting moisture and UV rays. Board corners are protected by foam pieces. Labels are pasted clearly. Size, thickness, grade, tracking code. A PA standard, American Plywood Association. Each bundle weighs 1,200 to 2,400 pounds, depending on thickness. Modern storage warehouse. OSB bundles are stacked on wooden pallets, stacked maximum 3 tiers to avoid excessive compression. Warehouse airy, sheltered from rain sun. Temperature 50 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity below 60%. WMS system, warehouse management system, tracks every pallet location, production date, batch number. Diesel forklifts move pallets to shipping area. Large factories can stock 5 to 10 million square feet of OSB, enough to build over 1,000 houses. Domestic transportation. 18-wheeler container trucks carry goods across the U.S. Each truck carries 20 to 24 pallets, equivalent to 40,000 to 50,000 square feet of OSB, worth $15,000 to $25,000. OSB from Georgia and Alabama is transported to distribution centers in Texas, Florida, Carolinas, and further to California, New York. Average distance 500 to 1,500 miles. Time 1 to 3 days. GPS tracks real time. Drivers strictly obey limit 11 driving hours per day. Welcome to distribution centers and construction stores. OSB is delivered to Home Depot, Lowe's, 84 Lumber, and thousands of independent stores. Here, forklifts unload, stack on high metal shelves, staff recheck quantity, good status. Retail price, $15 to $45 per sheet, depending on thickness and size. Customers from professional builders to DIY homeowners come to buy to build houses, roof, make floors. OSB on construction sites. This is the moment they truly shine. Builders use OSB as roof sheathing foundation for tiles or plastic roofing, used as subflooring under hardwood floors or tiles, used as wall sheathing load-bearing core for walls. Tools. Circular saws cut precisely. Pneumatic nail guns shoot 1,000 nails per day. OSB bears load well, resists moisture if rated type. Price cheaper than plywood, 20 to 30%. A 2,000 square foot house uses about 70 to 100 OSB sheets. Impressive economic and environmental impact. The U.S. industrial wood industry creates more than 400,000 jobs from forestry farms, factories, transport to retail. Every year, recycling millions of tons of scrap wood, reducing 30% construction waste dumped in landfills. Planted forests are managed sustainably. Cut 1 tree. Plant 2 to 3 new trees. OSB saves raw wood 50% compared to solid wood boards. Cheaper price helps housing be more accessible. True circular economy. And that is the magical journey from green Georgia pine forests and scrap wood piles to perfect OSB sheets building your house. From sustainable forest management, modern production technology, smart recycling, to housing construction, all connected in the green value chain.